Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Cancer placements reading. So this month we are ending the season of Cancer, and Spirit has started to celebrate the end of each sign by doing a special reading just for Cancer placements. Now, if you're still interested in watching, maybe you have a Cancer placement in your life that you are interested in watching for, everybody's welcome here. You don't have to be a Cancer sun, moon, or rising to be in this reading. Now, I will preface this by saying the moon just became full at like 1:35 p.m. So at the time of filming this reading, and if you're watching live, we have a full moon. So I am going to proactively ask that Spirit support us in grounding the energy. It seems like a pretty powerful full moon. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely felt the effects of it already, even though it's only been a couple hours. And Cancer, the sign, is ruled by the moon. So this is a very appropriate, I almost said coincidence, but I don't think that maybe things are coinciding appropriately. Things are very synchronistic today. So let's take a deep breath together. Let's inhale in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. And inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Let's just let the whole day go. And let's get into our Cancer reading. I feel like Spirit wanted me to do that specifically for y'all. Just about every Cancer placement I've known really cares a lot about their family. So happy family seems to be, or peaceful family, peaceful home, usually is very important for Cancer. So let's get the tarot out and let's dig into this. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring up for you. The Spirit did guide me to choose every one of these objects for a particular reason. So dear Cancer placements, Cancer sun, moon, and rising, just take it all in. I feel like Spirit wants to just love on you. And I forgot to point this out. I even have a little moon glowing over here for you. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to talk to our beautiful Cancer placements about? Happy birthday, by the way, Cancer suns. I hope you've had an awesome year. An awesome rebirth period. I just heard rebirth. So let's see. What does Spirit want to bring up for all of our Cancer placements? First out, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's start there and see what we get. All right, so in the current position, this would be the energy that you might currently be facing or sitting in. The Six of Swords is a necessary transition. So this would be moving, maybe because you have to, leaving a job because you have to, maybe you were laid off or something like that. So to kind of contrast this with the Eight of Cups, which is leaving behind something voluntarily for your own emotional health, this is like maybe you didn't have a choice in the matter, and it indicates difficulty, I'll say, like mental difficulty. Like there's a lot of details to wrap your head around, a lot of logistics to take care of, things to put in place. You might even be relocating your family or traveling across water or even to a body of water to see friends and family. But it feels like a trip out of necessity. If you're in the group that falls into trip, it feels like it's not like a planned vacation. In other words, does that make sense? Like you're checking on a relative or, you're traveling for business or something like that. It's more obligatory. than voluntary. So leading up to this, Cancer, we do have the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balancing. So you might have been balancing work and home life very well. You know, going to work, getting your bag, bringing in the money, and then coming home and cooking for everybody, cleaning for everybody, providing for everybody. It feels like you really balance your outward world very well. So if you are having difficulties with something, I feel like not many people in your life would suspect that it's difficult for you. And I'm also getting the sense that you feel, at least in the past position leading up to this necessary transition, that you felt the need to balance everything on your own. Like it's all up to me kind of energy. So I hope that's making sense. But in the future position, we do have the Knight of Cups. This can often mean a suitor. So maybe one scenario I'm getting here has to do with a relationship, or perhaps even someone you've lived with before. A relationship where you felt the need to hold down the fort for everybody involved, maybe even the whole family, to the point where you're like, you know what, I'd rather just kind of be on my own and move on at this point. I feel like I'm alone anyway, so I might as well just reclaim my independence. But in the future position, there could be a suitor coming your way. So let's get some clarification on who that Knight of Cups is. I need to know, like, right now, Spirit, who that is. Because that will kind of affect the whole course of the reading. If this isn't a suitor, this could also be someone who's just very loving, maybe like a sibling or someone similar to age as you, coming in to help, that really loves you and wants to take care of you. Okay. So who is this Knight of Cups? Who is the Knight of Cups in the future position for our Cancer placements? Okay. So who is that? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who like knows someone in your family. So this could be like a cousin, if it's not a romantic suitor that is connected to maybe your mom's side, because I'm getting you over here as Pentacles, and as the clarifier, we got another person, which can be kind of confusing. I'll actually press them for another one. But Queen of Pentacles does give me motherly energy. So let's get one more. Could you please clarify one more time who this Knight of Cups is? This could even be someone who helps you move or helps you find your new job. Oh. Okay, we're going to take the one that actually fell down here. And this is Temperance. Okay. I believe this is a Sagittarius card, actually. So that could kind of give you a clue about who this is. I feel like this is someone who's very balanced, someone who really has their inner and outer worlds together. I feel like maybe that's something that you've set your sights on this year, Cancer. It feels like if you have been led to this reading and you are a Cancer placement, I feel like so far in 2022, either your inner or outer world have kind of been chaotic and the other one has been stable. Does that make sense? So if like the inner world's doing well, maybe your outer world is, you can see some turmoil, or the opposite. And this person coming towards you in the future position is going to be very significant and is going to help ground you. And look at this imagery that's kind of mirrored here. So you might see 222. Yeah, I'm getting repeating numbers kind of energy. I feel like this person, though, is someone you already know. And they're saying, I just saw someone's spirit guide kind of do this, and they're like, just leave that up to them. Okay. We're going to get some clarification cards. to see what else Spirit wants to say about this situation. The main thing they want to talk about is this transition, which again is more obligatory than voluntary. I'm feeling like it's not the easiest situation, so let's see if we can get some guidance for you and clarify like kind of what themes are going on for you here, Cancer. Hey, Dawn, thank you for joining me live. Oh, here's one. All right, so we have for you fertility number 37. Let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. I actually feel like there's one more in here for you. For some of you Cancers watching, especially because this reading particularly is taking place on a Capricorn full moon, I feel like this transition, you know, the balancing didn't quite work out and now you're moving on to something better. I feel like this could be career related for some of you. And if that's the case, if that's resonating, you're having a career shift, it almost feels like I'm in a situation where I can't be myself at work. So maybe you performed really well at work, but you kind of had to leave who you truly are at the door. And then this temperance in the future position would be kind of marrying it. I am myself all the time and all is well. So that's really beautiful. You really deserve that, Cancer. Okay, let's see what other card they were nudging me about in here. Friendship. Oh my gosh, this was the card of the week on my Instagram and TikTok. Interesting. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. I love this card. And if you watched the reel, the TikTok, or you know, however you wanted to watch that, you'll know that when this came out on Sunday, and I posted it on Monday, I did get kind of like a lucky feeling with this friendship. So again, that's confirming the message that we already got about this Knight of Cups, almost being, if they're not a suitor, if this is more of a career or a physical move, like moving house, I feel like this person is going to kind of save the day, like get you out of a pinch. Maybe you have a lot of stuff to move and this person has a truck, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh yeah, you know, I could come help you. And you're like, oh, thank God, I had no idea how I was going to do that. So I feel like a big message I'm getting for you already, my beautiful Cancers, is that you don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to juggle everything by yourself. I know it feels safer with all of this red. That makes me think root chakra, safety. I know it feels safer when you do everything by yourself. However, I feel like it's really exhausting. And you have so many fertile friendships. That's what I'm seeing here. I feel like you have so many supportive people around you who want to help. But I feel like maybe it's hard to figure out how to help you. So already I'm getting a piece of advice, Cancer, to help you deal with this time of transition is make yourself more accessible. You know, like respond to messages, pick up the phone when people are contacting you. You know, if someone says, well, let me know if I can help, you know, tell them how they can help. I know that that doesn't feel like it would come naturally, but I just feel like that's what Spirit is really wanting to help out with. And okay, this is why the ancestor broom is here. I feel like whether you're moving or not, it feels like there's a big purge of physical items. And I'm hearing many hands make light work and to please embrace that. Oh, well, there's one. Let's see what other advice you have. Okay. All right. And we will get 3 of these Moonology cards. Cancer is ruled by the moon after all. So we will get more if we need to. How do you guys feel on a full moon? I feel like outwardly, people tend to act more like energized, but I tend to feel really tired right afterwards. Okay, there's our 3. Let's start with those. So first we have for you, okay, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon in reverse. I will take a reversal here. Then we also have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. And then lastly, new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. This card has been coming out a lot lately. And it's interesting that you got 2 zodiac signs. Yeah, I wonder, my dear Cancer, I know I've thrown a few scenarios out. You know, you might be leaving a relationship, a workplace, or a house. I'm getting the feeling that no matter which category you're identifying with or finding resonance with, I feel like there's a misaligned person involved in that situation that we're moving away from. So let's say, for example, you're moving house. Maybe you had a really difficult neighbor or a really difficult landlord, or at a job, you know, maybe a coworker or a boss was really challenging. And it was honestly, I feel like it was starting to feel kind of soul crushing, or like it felt to me you had this realization in the past, like, I'm wasting my time. I'm not able to fulfill my dreams or move forward in the direction I want to go if I stay in this situation. So it feels like, and I'm seeing like this dry, dead grass. So it feels like the grass really is greener on the other side in this situation, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I just feel like you realize that the resources and all the good that was going to come out of this situation in the past already came about. And you were like, okay, let's pick up and move. Let's move on. However, again, please don't feel like you need to do everything by yourself. In fact, Spirit's saying, let's check in with ourselves here and make sure that this isn't a pride thing. Like, I do feel like, even though Cancer placements are usually really intuitive, really insightful, maybe even psychic, I do feel like there's this tendency to kind of have a hard shell or a tough exterior. Like, I can do this by myself. It's no big deal. Oh, everything's fine. And Spirit's like, you're not meant to do all of this by yourself. We really want you to allow people to help you. That's part of the transition. And then, of course, in the future position, this is kind of echoing the message of temperance here, of balancing 2 worlds. We have meditate and contemplate with Pisces. And every time my spirit guides show me fish, that does mean good fortune as well. So if you are moving on to a different job or a different housing situation, I feel like it's going to be much better financially. So if that is something that's on your mind, rest assured it's not going to be a problem. It's actually going to improve a lot. Okay. All right. Let's get some spirit animal guidance in here. What else does Cancer need to know about this transition, Spirit? Are you going about this secretly? I feel like not many people know what's going on with you. That is something that I've noticed about a couple of Cancer placements in my life that I've known really well over the years, is that when something's going on, and I can relate to this, but I'm not a Cancer placement. I don't think I have Cancer at all in my chart. When something's going on in their lives, they tend to kind of retreat a little bit, retract into the shell, almost like a little turtle. I know that's a crab, but it's almost, they're showing me a turtle. It's like, let me go away and figure this out, and then I'll come back correctly. You know what I mean? Like, let me figure this out. Let me sort it out, and I'll be back. Okay. Let's see what spirit animal guidance Spirit has for you. Lion. Oh, look, we have Leo too. Leo is significant. I wonder if a Leo will be coming into your life. So the significant signs we have for this future person are Leo, and then also Sag down here. Oh, and Pisces. I feel like there's so much focus on relationships when Spirit is really kind of guiding you to focus more inward on yourself, which I know, it's not the easiest thing to hear, not the best thing to hear. I feel like you already know that, but Spirit's just acknowledging that. Cobra. Ooh, so much fire here. I feel that there is one more for you. We're going to make a little room there for you. Golden egg. Oh, if you're familiar with me, you will know that that is my favorite card in this deck. Maybe my favorite card ever out of any deck. Okay, so let's break these down. So with the Cobra, it does feel like there was some kind of confrontation in the past position. Maybe things came to a head. Maybe you felt the need to defend yourself, or your territory or your work, or maybe someone kind of lashed out at you and you were like, whoa, I really need to get out of here, get out of striking distance. You know what I mean? It feels like there was definitely some type of confrontational energy, and now you have retreated back into the golden egg, which is a beautiful place to be. Spirit is acknowledging here, if this has been a question for you, did I do the right thing by walking away? Or, I have to walk away, but did I do the right stuff back here? Yes, you're absolutely where you need to be. You are safe, you're recovering, and you are just tapping into that heart space. This is like recuperative energy. This is loving energy. This is getting back home to where you really are, who you really are. And then in the future position, you've got your eyes set on the prize. So it feels like right now we have a temporary pause. We're taking care of ourselves. Maybe we're planning what to do next, but very, very soon, and this person's going to help you out. You're going to refocus on the future of what I want to do. What do I want to call into my life? And it's almost like instead of fighting fire with fire back here, I feel like you kind of saved that, and now you're going to apply it elsewhere. So if you had a really tough experience with leaving a job, it's like, let me use that as motivation to find the best job I possibly can. And you're really not selling yourself short here in this future position. The lion knows that he's king. He's not like, oh, do I deserve to be king? Do I deserve all this land? He's just the lion. He's just there. So that is the energy that you have to look forward to, which I absolutely love that for you. Let's also get... Okay. I was debating this, but I feel like Spirit is giving me the go-ahead. Let's go ahead and get a lessons card to just kind of give the final say on what is working out here. Because I feel like once the lesson is identified, it's easier to kind of look for it and embrace it. You know what I mean? I'm also getting the adjective deeply for you, and I feel like that is Spirit acknowledging that you work on yourself deeply. You are willing to really contemplate where you are and what you're doing and where you want to go and how that even relates to your family. I just feel like you're such a deep and complex soul, but I feel like, again, not many people know that about you. So it really is an honor to connect to your energy here and give this reading to you. Okay. All right, let's see, Spirit, what is it? What is Cancer letting go of? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, maybe in some cases, it could have been that you were aware that this was coming. Maybe kind of dreaded it, or maybe even kind of delayed it. It feels like maybe there were some concerns like, well, how is this going to affect my relationships? Am I going to have time for my kids or my partner or, my parents? Am I going to be able to take care of everybody the way I want to? And you know, change just comes around. It just does, of course. Yeah, and it feels like, it just feels like this isn't easy. It feels like it's not an easy change. So I wonder if something unplanned happened. And it feels a little bit different from, you know, the separation. Remember, we had the Two of Pentacles over here. So there was this energy of trying to balance, trying to make ends meet, trying to make it all work. But then things came to a head. There was some kind of confrontation. And then it was just like, oh, I have to go. But again, it just feels like there might be some difficulty with accepting that. Maybe you really miss, that's what it is. I feel like there's this energy of missing the setup back here, like missing the partner, missing going to work, missing having that extra money, missing some aspect of it. But Spirit is saying, please trust us. You are so safe. You are so loved. You are right where you need to be. And when it's time to move, we are going to be there for you. And there's going to be something much, much bigger and brighter than there ever was over here. Leo is very expansive. Actually, I believe Leo season is in August. So that could be an important time of year for you as well. So if this is really resonating and you're like, yes, girl, I just want to know when. I'm tired of dealing with this. I feel like there's going to be significant progress in August for you, my dear Cancers. All right. Sorry, that was so loud. I hope that wasn't super, super loud for you. I was just shuffling this deck over here. So I want to get some divine abundance for you. What are all the good things that Cancer has to look forward to? I mean, some people here are having a birthday, Spirit, so let's make this fun. What are all the good things that Cancer has to look forward to? Oh, they also want me to check in with you about what placements mean, and to keep in mind that that will affect the way this reading might land with you. So a sun sign is kind of like the essence of who you are on an ego level, which of course, you know, ego is not a negative thing. It's a thing that everybody has. It's kind of necessary because we're human beings. So a way I like to think of that is like knowing your coworkers' sun signs is very helpful because you will see those a lot in the workplace. If you are a Cancer moon, this would resonate and hit on a much more emotional level, on a much more internal level. That's your internal world. And if you're a Cancer rising, this would be hitting home about your life's work, your life's purpose. So I know it's kind of late in the read, but Spirit was like, remember to say that. So thank you, Spirit. So all the good things coming for my beautiful Cancer placements who've been dealing with a lot of change. Outrageous openness. Oh, have we ever pulled this card? I don't think so. Invite help. Girl, what did we say the entire time? Actually, the entire time. So not only allowing people to help you, not only making yourself available to receive help, invite it. There it is. There it is. Receiving. Oh my gosh. I can't make that up. You watch me shuffle it. And also freedom. What a beautiful spread for you, Cancer. I want to read the fine print on this outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed. I am open to receive. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. If I were a Cancer placement right now, I would, for real, I would take a screenshot of this and I would say this every day. Especially surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed. I am open to receive. So that's, you know, God, the universe, spirit guides, angels, whatever resonates for you. You know, you have a lot of spiritual support around you. I mean, these are significant symbols to me. This flower, I don't think it's a lotus, but it reminds me of a lotus, and all these butterflies up here. I just feel like you have a lot of spiritual support. Who are waiting to help you too. So it's like, in addition to all these people who are on the physical plane, you also have people like on the astral plane and like on the other side. I just feel like you have a whole team ready to go. And isn't this interesting? So we have 3 sets of hands here. So we have bound hands in the past, reclaiming your freedom, and then praying for, asking for, or inviting help, and then receiving it. So what a beautiful, just like step by step, where we were, where we're going, and or where we were, where we are, and where we're going. And it's all going to be in a result of outrageous openness and really embracing change at the core of your being. Remember, this golden egg is who you truly are. You know, that's your heart. That's your soul essence. And I keep hearing it's time to come home. So I feel like it's coming home to yourself and maybe also finding a brand new home as well, or home in other people. Remembering that home isn't always a physical place on the earth. And I could cry about that, but I'm not going to. So those are your messages, my beautiful Cancer placements. Please let me know if this resonated for you. I'm sending you tons of love and light in your time of change. I know you can do this. I know you've got this. You're right where you need to be. Spirit said it a million times. So I'm sending you so much loving support. Thank you so much for being here with me and sharing your energy with me. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.